Hey, this is Fred. I thought we'd do something interesting today. Let's retrace the drive that James Dean took, his last drive, from his house that he leased in Sherman Oaks down to Competition Motors in Hollywood, back to Casa De Petrol on Beverly, Glen, and Ventura Blvd, up Van Nuys to U.S. Route 99 over the Grapevine. We'll show you where he got his citation just before entering into the Bakersfield area. Then through Wasco, Lost Hills, his last snack in Blackwell's Corner, and then to Chelan, where his accident occurred. So let's get going. All right, here we are. We're in front of where James Dean was leasing his house in Sherman Oaks back in the day, on the day that he died. And the house that he used to lease was actually a log cabin, but it's been torn down since, and there's a newer house there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from here, and I'll show you where he went. Okay. Okay, here we are. So this is where James Dean stopped at Competition Motors, which sat right here. Right here. And where we are right now, this is Vine Street and just a block south of Fountain. While they tuned up his Porsche, he went over to that next block. There was the Hollywood Ranch Market. It was open 24 hours. About where that black car is parked on the other side over there. And that's where he went and got a coffee and a donut. His car came ready here, and then he drove around the block maybe 2 or 3 times, and then he started heading back to get gas back in Sherman Oaks, where we just were. Right now I'm standing in front of where Casa De Petroleum was. That was the gas station where James Dean took his last photo leaning against the gas pumps. So the gas station was right here. In later years, that gas station turned into a flower shop, and there was Handy J Car Wash was behind it. So the funny thing is, Handy J Car Wash worked out some kind of deal with flower shop so that what they could do is they could use the islands, like where James Dean is standing, you could use those islands under there was an overhanging eave there, and what would happen is they would put the cars from the car wash under there to dry them and like to buff them out. And so I would always stand where those islands were, where the pumps had been. They had taken the pumps out many years ago, so I never saw the pumps. But I literally stood where James Dean stands in that picture all the time, just waiting for my car to be dried, you know. And it's funny because when I saw that picture of James Dean, which I only saw recently, I was like standing there all the time where he's standing. But anyways, this is where he stood. Right now, a Whole Foods, they just built a Whole Foods here. So what we're gonna do is, there's several ways you could get to the old US 99 from here, which is called San Fernando Boulevard now, but it was the old US 99. Two of the easier ways in my mind would be Van Nuys Boulevard all the way up there, or Sepulveda Boulevard all the way up there. The thing is, here's Ventura Boulevard going behind the camera, and meanwhile, US 99 or San Fernando Road's going in an angle away from it. To me, it would make sense that he would have gone up Van Nuys Boulevard because it would be a shorter distance. It's like a triangle widening out. If you went to Sepulveda, you'd have to go a lot further up into Mission Hills to get to the old US 99. So we're gonna go up Van Nuys Boulevard, because I think if he knew the area, which he did, he probably would have gone that way. It would have been shorter to get to the old US 99. So here we go. This is the location where James Dean got his citation by the California Highway Patrol going northbound on what was U.S. 99 at the time. It's now California State Route 99. It was right there, right where that telephone pole is, like right here. The telephone pole's marked. You'll see really kind of hard to see because it's kind of blacked out by the tar they put over, but it says DEAN. We're on a side road. If you want to see this, I'll leave the coordinates. Make sure you don't stop on the 99 though. Go north to California State Route 166, which is just up here, it's just north of here, and get off there and make a right. You'll go onto the service road. It's not safe to stop on the 99. Right now it doesn't look too bad, but really, like, there's a lot of trucks and stuff. But that's what it looks like. So you can see that's towards the Grapevine there. That's where he got stopped. Route 166 is up there. Bakersfield is beyond there. right, so we are now in Blackwell's Corner, about 10 miles west of the 5 freeway, about a half hour away from where his accident site was. This is California State Route 46 right here. Blackwell's Corner is about 10 miles west of the 5. And this is the last stop James Dean made before his accident. So this is where he stopped and got a Coke and an apple. And the actual place where he bought it was over here. It's not here anymore. For a while the foundation was still here, but then they've cemented this all over, so it's for like trucks to rest now. But it was right in this area here. All right, so I'm right now standing where they made a little memorial here. It's just kind of a roadside memorial to James Dean. His car landed, it's hard to say exactly because they've realigned this road, but there's the 41, California State Route 41. 46 is coming from that way. When Donald Turnipseed's car made a left, James Dean was coming towards us, and James Dean's car crashed and ended up along this fence in here somewhere. But again, this road has been a little bit realigned for safety to make it a little better when you're making a left here. But it's somewhere right in here is where it happened. Here's the memorial here. And lastly, just about 3/4 of a mile this way is the Jack Ranch Cafe. That's where there's a memorial to James Dean. So we're gonna go there next.
Me say meow meow. If you like what you saw, please give the subscribe button a pop and check out another video here.